Terry and Nancy for yesterday, which was phenomenal. And the bridesmaids, they looked awesome. Who's been, I don't know so much about them, but they were here, on time. And the bride looks like she could be on a magazine cover. I don't know if there's a bride magazine, but if there were, it'd be on the cover. Now, I Googled all that to make sure I thanked every person in what we're appropriately supposed to thank. And now that that's done, one of the other things I did when I found out I was going to be best man, which wasn't done the way I really expected it. I expected to, like a little mini proposal of, will you be my best man? But we kind of knew I was going to be his best man from the get-go, so he's just like, you know you're going to be best man, so here you go. But as soon as I heard that, I'm like, after the proposal to marry him, well, besides the ring and the bachelor party and this, what does the best man have to do? So I Googled that too, and found out that there's a lot of weird stuff the best man's supposed to do. Thankfully, I didn't have to do a lot of that. But the one that I really thought was funny was, if there are any family disputes tonight, I'm supposed to fix those and take care of them. However, I am deferring that to my legal counsel, Andrea. The other thing is, I am supposed to take charge of the gift envelopes. So when Rich gets them back from me, and it's like, oh God, that wasn't a very good turnout. No, it wasn't at all. I was very disappointed. But the good news is I did pay off my college student loans. Getting back to Google, which it sounds like it's an advertisement for them right now. But I Googled best man speeches and was tempted to just steal and take stuff that way. But most of them, 7 out of the top 10, English. So I don't have an English accent, there's no way I'm going to pull that off. But, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just trim a few of the things, but then again, that seems like something Tom Brady and Bill Belichick would do. Also, this is a very kind of long speech here. Anybody that knows me from last night's movie knows that brevity is the soul wit. Now, there's another part where the standard, what do you do at this point is, you tell some funny stories about the drink. There are a million funny stories that Rich and I have shared, but generally, he's not the butt of them, which is the point of this. Generally, it's like us laughing at other people, but not really him doing something silly. I got this one that's not really a story, I'm not even sure it's an anecdote. It's more of like a Seinfeld. Did you ever notice this? But anybody know how much Rich likes ketchup?
Yeah.
Jack, did you put ketchup on lobster the first time? Rich would come over to the house every once in a while. We'd watch Game of Thrones or something, and he'd bring food over for us to eat, because I never had any food in the refrigerator except for water, soda, and that's about it. And he'd always, if it was not chili, eaten straight out of a can, he brought ketchup with him to put whatever he was eating. He said, leave it in the refrigerator for next time. Next time came, he brought another bottle. One day I looked at my refrigerator, there's like 12 bottles of ketchup. Varying different sizes, different amounts, but all because Rich's love of ketchup. So that's kind of like one of my funny Rich stories. I mean, it's not like he's ever dated a girl who wore a dog suit to a coffee shop and his friends on it. That never happened. And he never had the nickname Hollywood given to him in a sarcastic manner, and then take it to heart and suggest to a coffee shop owner, hey, you should name a sandwich after me and call it the Hollywood. He's never had to be told by one of his early bosses that clipping your toenails during a meeting is not acceptable. And he definitely never had rent a U-Haul, decline the renter's insurance, and 15 minutes later, drive into a parked car. Nor has he ever lived on my roof in a tent. Now, my big story, which is, I'm not sure who Rich has ever told this to, is it's not really a story, but it's like a felony not happening. Rich used to live in the Cannon building over in Monument Square, back when Sandy Horowitz owned it. And Sandy wasn't really a hands-on owner. And there's a lot of free-for-all going on in that building. So one night we decided to go exploring. We found the basement, and we found this door that leads to the Ilium Cafe next door, which Sandy also owned. Instead of just saying, oh, that's interesting, hey, let's get a screwdriver, take the hinges off, go in their basement, and move stuff around just to mess with the staff. One of which our friend Tyler used to work there, so this would be fun. Let's see what's in there. So we did that, and then I kind of hung back because I was, I'm not sure I want to do this. But then I called in because at work I actually use a computer, so of course I was a computer genius that has to come in there and figure out how to take care of the video that, hey, there are cameras here. This is like 10 minutes after it was wandering around. So I come in like a dummy, now I'm on my camera. All right, we can delete this. Oh no, we can't. It's being recorded into a server in Long Island. Oh boy. So then and now, after 10 minutes of being on camera, we start putting on shirts over our faces, putting hoodies up so we can't be recognized.
Oh,
and we go on our way like, oh, it never happened. Screw it back up and everything. So the next day, we think there's nothing going on. Then Tyler's like, did you hear the building got broken into? Yeah, it was robbed last night. What? So of course I go to Rich. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh no, they got nothing. They know nothing. This went on for a couple days. I'm not fine. I am breaking on the hives, and I'm thinking every time a cop drives by or I hear a siren, it's for me. No, we shouldn't tell him this. He's like, no, you're being a girl. Just calm down. Everything's fine. They got nothing. Okay. So this one day we're sitting at the Daily Grind during that week, and all of a sudden this Troy cop pulls up, stops, and two of them get out and start walking towards us as we sit outside of the cafe. They slow up and stop right by us. For the first time, Rich actually shares my fear. He also thinks the jig is up, we are going to jail. But then, just as suddenly, they kept walking. We let out a sigh of relief, and he's like, see, I told you, there's nothing to worry about. So another day goes by, Tyler, we go with him and some other guys to go shopping. And he's telling us about how Sandy is going to get these guys. They think it's one of the employees and her hippie friends. Because somehow the towels and stuff on our heads makes us hippies. Then he says, Sandy's going to call one of his buddies, who's a cop, and they're going to sweep for fingerprints. Oh no, that's it. Now we're really done. Of course, Rich is confident. No, you're fine, you're fine. He's got to go do something with his dad. I go hang out with Tyler for coffee. An hour in, not even an hour into it. We did it, Tyler, because he's like, how you doing? I'm like, something's wrong. No, I'm fine. No, I'm sure you're okay. Oh my God, Tyler, we did it, I'm sorry. Rich calls, and I told Tyler. I wasn't happy about that. But eventually, we did talk to Sandy with Tyler's help. We agreed to pay the salary of the girl that got fired because of us. And Rich was nice enough to include a goodie bag of candy and a card. Sorry, you got fired. We kind of got even with extra money. Next time we saw Sandy, bought us a cup of coffee. So that's our funny story. The felonies I got for Rich. I wrote a plan on this paper part. Okay. So now we come to the one of the hard things. Although, dang, there's another funny story. Because I was gonna tell maybe some funny bachelor party stories, but as Tim knows, what happens in Atlantic City? That's right. So, Rich and I met about 13 years ago. It was kind of a sort of love, I guess, of Clerks, the movie Clerks, everybody knows that, and Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, back then. And I don't know, we talked, and learned he liked Clerks, learned he liked Spider-Man. So I'm like, here, borrow my Clerks. He hadn't seen it for a while, so he borrows it. Of course, he has to return it, so we talk some more. And we eventually started, talking, becoming friends, to the point where he was trying to get a job, and couldn't get a job as a pizza delivery guy. That lasted, what, a day? before they took his t-shirt back. So I actually got him a job at the homeless shelter. And I'm sure, I know Andrea for sure. When she heard he was working in a homeless shelter, she's just like, what? But he got this job at the homeless shelter, and he was pretty good at it. He called me every 10 minutes when a guest would drop coffee all over the floor. He just got done mopping. That's it, I'm quitting. I'm done. I can't do this. Or another one trying to get just whatever he can out of Rich until he settles for paperclip. Okay, that's good. I'll leave. So this one Christmas Eve, we were talking about doing something special for the kids in the shelter. So we kind of said, the heck with the rules. We're going to bring out the candy, bring out the cake, bring out the cookies, bring out whatever we can, and make this something special for the children in the shelter. And we did that. And it was awesome. It was like one of those things that make you think this is what Christmas is all about. But one of the things that, if you were to tell Rich, you'd probably think back to that very same Christmas, was there was this guy. He was a little taller than me, about as big as me, and wearing pajamas, 2 sizes too small, buttoned all askew, not in the right spot. And he had a prescription drug problem where he would snort prescription pills. So he's outside in the courtyard with us, we're smoking, and he's drinking his coffee, spilling it all over himself, and stuff, all over his face, snot and whatever. And just looks inside, he's like, these people are effing crazy. And that was the topper of that Christmas. But the next day, he actually brought me to his Christmas with Nancy and Terry and Andrew and everybody else. And it was bringing hey mom, I found this puppy, can I keep him? And I did. So I've actually been a part of the family since then, and I really appreciate that, and it's kind of fun rituals. And I told you this was not going to be short, so everybody thought. And you weren't here last night. I also remember Rich and Mary down at the coffee shop. And Mary worked there, and I'm kind of, talking, a little flirty, a little, whatnot. And then Rich saying, I really like this girl, and wanted to ask her out. It was probably, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm not sure. After their first date, when they're actually kind of really, not after the first date, but after they were together. I'm I saw them walking from the counter of the Daily Grind to the outside, and I just, at that moment, saw them, and this is it, this is the one. He is going to marry that girl. Because the way they looked at each other, the way they laughed with each other, the way they just worked together. Here's the part where Rich knows I'm going to start crying. But the way they worked together was just amazing. And I am so happy for both of them to have found each other and be together and be married today. And I can't think of a better couple to say I love you to, and I wish you the best of life. And because I feel like there's enough Irish in this room, I would like to close with a Irish wedding blessing, which again, I Googled, and I also cross-referenced, because you know the internet sometimes lies to you. It says something when it's not, But this was on at least 3 different websites, so I took it as, alright, it's good. So may you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, slow to make enemies, quick to make friends, but rich or poor, quick or slow, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. I love you both.